Well, I'll tell you a little story, and then I'll do one more. I've never really liked Christmas. Every bad and terrible thing that's ever happened to me has happened around Christmas time. And especially for a period of about 10 years, it was worse every December. And so for a long time, I just went along with the flow of Christmas season stuff until I got fed up with it. And one year I finally did know Christmas. Did not buy a single present, did not go in a store for 2 or 3 weeks, did not even read Christmas cards, just did know Christmas. Ignored it, did not acknowledge it, and didn't miss it. Still don't miss it. And was very proud of myself because I just felt that I had reached a point where others could have it, but I just didn't want to be reminded of how miserable it reminded me of how miserable I was and had been. So I got all done with Christmas. Very proud of myself for having not acknowledged Christmas in any form, shape, or manner. And the day after Christmas, actually it was Christmas Day, I was taking out the trash. And we lived in an apartment at the time, and our dumpster was about 100 feet to the left as I went out our door. And there was about 2 feet of fairly new snow on the ground. So it was all clean, and it was all bright. And there were a few birds flying around, and they looked so stark and gray and black against that white snow. And even the car tracks were not dirty and slushy yet. Everything was clean and nice. And the sun was so bright it hurt my eyes, having been out for the first time that Christmas Day. And I was carrying a load of Christmas wrappings and stuff that my wife and her daughters had a little Christmas there in the living room, which I totally ignored. Then I turned the corner and I looked down the parking lot, and there was this great mountain of freshly plowed white snow, and this dumpster sitting right in a pocket surrounded by nice new snow, and it was heaped and overflowing with a mountain of Christmas wrapping paper, ribbons, decorations, and present boxes, white and gold and red and green. And it was the most glistening, beautiful image that jumped out at me. And doggone it, I forgot I wasn't doing Christmas. And I looked at that and I thought, man, that is beautiful. I wish I'd had a camera. I didn't even own a camera at that time. And I just said, oh, nuts. God got to me anyway. And ever since then, I've allowed Christmas to exist peacefully around me. And I thought, well, God will find a way to get to us. And that's, I guess, what Christmas is all about, after all. Not whether the world is perfect or we are perfect, but that God loves us and had a gift for us anyway. Wise men crossed the mountains from the east through foreign lands, led by a star in the heavens that belonged to a king, that belonged to a king. They asked priests and teachers where he might live. They said there is only one place in the town, Bethlehem. In the town, Bethlehem. The star finally stood still over a most unlikely town. They found the mother and child on their knees. They bowed down on their knees. They bowed down. Their gifts of gold and spices at his feet were laid down. They went back where they came from. Their wise man's work was done. Their wise man's work done. These days we know more than wise men. God's great light shines in the dark. When in His presence we worship, the only gift He wants is our heart. The only gift He wants is our heart. So much more than wise men. God's great light has shone in the dark. When in His presence we worship, the only gift He wants is our heart. The only gift He wants is our heart. The only gift He wants is our heart.